Hey guys, Brad One Kenobi here, and this is my channel. Today we are going to be doing Dark Heart of the Sith Part 1. And this will be the final comic to make up for the 3 facts I didn't do for that buildable Vader, like I said. So let's get right into it. But real quick, I would like to say just the cover alone, you could tell it's going to be a good comic. Like, it has the Death Troopers in the background, Vader right there. Alright, now let's get into the actual comic. that's what the next comic would look like, but unfortunately I do not have that comic, which kind of sucks. So now I will say what I like and don't like, but what is there not to like about this comic here? So let me get to the first page here. So first we could start off when Luke was fighting Vader on Cloud City. So you get to see this, and Vader's talking about power, strength, and then you get the scene where he says, "Luke, I'm your father," and he jumps off, and you can see he's like pissed, looking down. You can see the Millennium Falcon walk away. You could see a line of Death Troopers with Vader walking to an Imperial shuttle with a droid there. And then you get Palpatine calls and asks about Vader and his failure, I guess. And the guy said Vader left, and Palpatine said, "Is he now?" And he starts laughing. He programs the droid and tells him that if he tells anybody about what's about to happen, he will destroy him and all that. And you get to see another picture of Luke falling. And he's mad because he wanted Luke to join him as father and son, which is understandable. So he wants to go and get revenge on everybody that did him wrong. So he heads to Tatooine. And I believe this is like the only time Vader went to Tatooine. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And then you got some pirates here talking, about to go invade Vader. He lands, and this dude keeps talking too much, and he tried following Vader, and Dark Troopers kept stopping him. Gonna fight him if you keep trying. Then we get to Owen's house. And you can see it's destroyed because, if you remember in the movie, they end up dying. You get to see a picture of little Annie and his mother talking there, which, I feel like in this comic Vader's getting madder and madder throughout because, he's remembering bad memories. Then this is when he says he's going to go find his mother. Then we get to Luke's, his little room area where he builds. And then right here, as he grabs the tool, he remembers telling Padme that he likes fixing stuff. He's good at it. And then he tells him about killing the Tusken Raiders here. And then a bunch of more bad memories with Yoda telling him about anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Padme on Mustafar telling him to come with him. Anakin saying that he can stop the Chancellor. Him telling Luke to come with him is the only way. Padme saying he doesn't believe it. Then we get a picture of Luke falling, his mother falling, and Padme falling, and then just Vader looking down, getting madder and madder. And he's pissed, and he wants to punish people for making Luke weak. And he ends up finding his mother's grave, and, the droid had to be disrespectful, saying that he could desecrate it. But all he does is move the sand to look at it better because, it's his mother's grave. And then there's him saying that, he failed and he will never fail again, and he promises. And then this badass scene, they blew up that Imperial car vehicle, and Vader just standing there, fire blazing around him, all pissed off. Then he starts running through the fire after the pirates, force crushing the vehicle thrown on the ground. Then he uses his lightsaber on it. Then he ends up killing them slowly with the Death Troopers running to assist. But, Vader's a badass, so he could do it on his own. Then they leave Tatooine. Then we get the Padme's apartment, and that's going to bring a lot of emotions because Padme's Anakin's love, and technically Vader's as well. Then you get to see this Gungan, which at first I'm thinking, hey, that could be Jar Jar, but I don't think it is. And then the final scene here is you get to see a lady that looks like Padme. So honestly, I'm wanting to get more of these comics, but I gotta do a video on every comic I have first before I go get more. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out my other videos. You will not regret it. And y'all have a good day.